In this, our topic is Telangana agriculture and allied sector. In this topic, agriculture and allied sector. In the Telangana state, what about agriculture position, right? And the different types of the subtopics in the related we discussed. First of all, Telangana agriculture and allied sector. So, what do you mean by agriculture? Here, what do you mean by agriculture? Agriculture is a Latin word. Agriculture is a Latin word, right? Latin word. Agri means soil. Soil. Agri means soil. Agri means soil. Culture. Culture means practicing, right? Agriculture means culture. Culture means practicing, right? Or tilling. Here, agriculture is a Latin word, two Latin words. Agri means soil. Culture means practicing, tilling. So, simply say that agriculture means the tilling of soil or practicing of soil is called as agriculture. Tilling of soil or practice of soil is called as agriculture. We are apply for India as well as Telangana. Again, what do you mean by allied sector? What do you mean by allied sector? It is related to the agriculture. Simply say that poultry, right? Fisheries, right? Poultry, fisheries, right? Animal related, it is a sheep, right? Goat, right? It is allied, related to the agriculture, right? Agriculture and allied sector. So, this is two words are very important, whereas India as well as Telangana state. So, what are the cultivation methods in Telangana state? Agriculture cultivation methods in Telangana state. Cultivation methods, yes, in Telangana state. In Telangana state. So, what are the cultivation methods in Telangana state? First of all, it is a primitive cultivation method. First one is primitive cultivation method. Primitive cultivation method. It is one of the oldest cultivation method in India as well as Telangana state. Here, what are the instruments method? This method applied means it is the oldest instruments used like sticks, like bullock carts, right? Plow methods are applied in this cultivation method. Those who are participating here, only family members are participating in the primitive cultivation method, means husband, wife and children. They cultivated this field cultivated only themselves only. It is as a primitive cultivation method. Simply say that cultivation methods. So, that is called, first one is cultivation methods. What about second one is called related shifting cultivation. Second one is shifting cultivation. Cultivation method. It is also called as another name. It is also called as tribal cultivation. It is also called as tribal cultivation. Shifting cultivation or tribal cultivation. In Telangana called Podu cultivation. So, different names. Shifting cultivation also called tribal cultivation or Podu cultivation, Telangana state. What are the methods applied in the shifting cultivation? Means especially tribal people selecting, right, one forest area, right, removing of or cutting of the trees and burning of the ash. That field particularly tilling, right, you applied for the seeds, 2 or 3 crops, maintain 2 or 3 crops, maintain or practicing that particular field, or 10 to 15 years, 15 years cultivated that particular land, right. After soil deficiency over, what happened? Shifting to another plate is called a shifting cultivation. So, that is about the method applied in shifting cultivation, especially tribal people cultivated in the tribal areas or forest areas. Especially example for the in the Bhadradri, Kottagudem related forest, Nalamala, Yaramala forest, this type of shifting cultivation is there. That is of the shifting cultivation. Next, third method, another cultivation is called as mixed cultivation or mixed cultivation method. Mixed cultivation methods. Mixed cultivator method. What do you mean by mixed cultivation methods? Mixed cultivation means rearing of animals and crop growing or cultivation of crops in the same field is called as mixed method, mixed culture. Rearing of animal and cultivation of crops or practicing of the crops in the same field is called as mixed cultivation. So, rearing of, if the example poultries and 5, for example, take for one farmer having 5 acres, same field, right. In the 2 acres maintain, right, animal related, rearing of animals like poultry, right, sheep, goat, right. Another 3 acres maintain crops like paddy, wheat, jowar, bajra, etc. This is called a cultivation. It is called a mixed cultivation method, right. Primitive cultivation, shifting cultivation, mixed cultivation. So, these are the cultivation methods in Telangana state, right. What about another method also applied? Organic farming. It is one of the method also new recently, and it is also one of the oldest and recently applied as a previous to right now. It is called as organic cultivation. Organic cultivation method. Organic cultivation method. It is one of the oldest cultivation in the India. It is the one of the oldest cultivation method in India. Oldest cultivation method. Oldest cultivation method in India. So, in the olden days, using the natural wastage of the animals like cow dung or urine, right. These are methods are applied, especially less % of using chemical components, using only animal wastage and another related 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧, another also called as 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧. This method applied especially in Telangana as well as other part of the India also. It is called organic cultivation method. Organic cultivation method. So, that is about the cultivation methods in Telangana. Another related also called as right, dryland cultivation methods, right, wetland cultivation methods, right. Another related, it is a dryland, wetland, organic cultivation methods. Mixed cropping or intra-cropping, very less % of in Telangana state using agriculture sector mixed cropping. Only these methods are applied in Telangana agriculture practicing or cultivation. Seasons in Telangana state. Seasons in Telangana state. Seasons in Telangana agriculture sector. Agriculture sector. Seasons. Here, according to geography, right, India climatic is different. India depends on monsoon. It is a Mausam is Arabic word. Monsoon means season. Seasons. So, Mausam, monsoon, it is called seasons related. The seasons in Telangana agriculture sector. So, what are the seasons are there? Here, there are 3 types of seasons are there. One is called Kharif season. This Kharif season duration is 5 months. How many months? 5 months. So, June, July, August, September, October. June to October. 5 months. June, July, August, September, October. 5 months. This period is Kharif season is 5 months. It is also called as southwest monsoon effect. It is also called as southwest southwest monsoon season. It is also called as southwest monsoon season. Kharif season also called as southwest monsoon season or rainy season rainy season is also called a rainy season. So what are the crops growing, especially Telangana state Kharif season? Crops growing, crops like paddy, right, like paddy, maize, right, groundnut, ragi, etc. Paddy, maize, groundnut, etc. This crop growing especially Kharif season. Kharif is a one of the word derived from the, it is a Arabic related. Kharif means rainy season and also called as southwest monsoon related. So Kharif season. What about in the Telangana state called 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧? Yes, the name of the Kharif season in Telangana called 𝗧𝗦𝗧. The name of the that one is called as 𝗧𝗦𝗧. In the examination point of source, 𝗧𝗦𝗧 is very important, right? Season in Telangana state. In the India called Kharif season, right? 𝗧𝗦𝗧. So that about the Kharif season, right? What about the another season is called as Rabi season. The Rabi season duration November, December, January, February, March, up to March. This is duration tenure is 5 months. 5 months. Rabi season, right? It is also called as northeast monsoon season. It is also called as northeast monsoon season, or also called as winter season. Also called as winter season. As a agriculture related called Rabi season. Here also different types of crops grown, right? Like crops, paddy, wheat is a major crop here, right? Wheat, paddy, right? Other crops are grown particularly in the Rabi season, right? In Telangana called Rabi season, right? It is called as winter season, right? That is about the Rabi season. Next, third season called 𝗳𝗦𝗔𝗧, called in Telangana 𝗳𝗦𝗔𝗧, 𝗳𝗦𝗔𝗧. This season April and May. This season called April and May. Especially 2 months are tenure is 2 months. 𝗳𝗦𝗔𝗧 is nothing but, right? It is a temperature, right? Season. It is called summer. It is called as, simply say that summer season. It is called as summer season. Simply say that summer season. 2 months are there. What are the crops grown? Crops grown like watermelon, right? Fruits, vegetables, right? Green leaves, etc. Right? 𝗳𝗦𝗔𝗧 is nothing but summer season. Duration is 2 months, April to May, right? Crops grown watermelon, fruits, vegetables, green leaf. These are the crops in Telangana state. You applied India also, but names are changed. Only one name is changed. 𝗧𝗦𝗧, very important season, right? Kharif also, Rabi and 𝗳𝗦𝗧, like that. These are the seasons in Telangana state. What about the types of crops in Telangana state? Types of crops. In the Telangana state, different types of crops grown, right? One is food crops. What about second one is commercial crops. Commercial crops. Second one is commercial crops. Commercial crops. Commercial. What about? Yes, sir. First one is food crops. Second one is commercial crops. What about the third one is called as gardening crops. Third one is gardening. Gardening crops. Right? Food crops, commercial crops, gardening crops. And fourth one is horticulture crops. Fourth one is horticulture crops. What are food crops? So, it are food crops is major cultivation in Telangana as well as India also. First of all, food crops. Food crops. Example, paddy, wheat, maize, right? Maize, right? Pulses like dal, red dal, right? Green dal, moong dal, peanuts, etc. Actually, the food crops divided into major and minor cereals. Classified basically two things related. One is called as major cereals. Another one is minor cereals. What are the major cereals? Basically paddy, wheat, right? Maize called as major cereals. What are the minor cereals? Ragi, jowar, bajra, etc. This is called minor cereals. The food crops classified basically name is called cereals. Cereals are divided into two branches. One is called major cereals. Example, paddy, wheat, maize. What are the minor cereals means? It is ragi, bajra, jowar, right, etc. These are called as a food crops. What about commercial crops? Cotton, commercial crops. Cotton, right? Sugarcane, tobacco, right? Tobacco, etc. Next, what about gardening crops? So, commercial crop means only it is a purpose of the, right, basically, right, selling related, that is called commercial, right. What about the gardening crops? It is a single crops to maintain years ago, like that 10 years, 15 years. It is called gardening crops. So, simply say that the gardening crops, example, tea, gardening crops, coffee, rubber, tea, coffee, rubber, coconut, etc. This is called gardening crops. So, that is a example, tea crops grown especially in the Kerala, Assam, like that. Coffee, famous in Karnataka. So, this type of called as a gardening crops, are also called as estate crops, right. What about horticulture crops? Horticulture crops means the cultivation of fruits, vegetables, flowers is called as a horticulture crops. Once again, horticulture crops, fruits, vegetables, fruits, vegetables, and flowers. It is a related to, right, horticulture crops. The types of crops, classification 4 types. One is called food crops, second one is called commercial crops, third one is gardening crops, and fourth one is horticulture crops. Where is apply in India or in Telangana state? We discussing about Telangana state particularly food crops and commercial crops, gardening crops, horticulture crops. Next, before going to crop discussion, the classification, one major institute name is called ICARI. 𝗖𝗍𝗧 𝗖𝗍𝗧. It is very important organization, agriculture organization institute, right? 𝗖𝗍𝗧 means in Indian Council of Indian Council of Agriculture Research Institute, right? Indian Council of Agriculture Research Institute. Where is headquarter? Headquarter is New Delhi. Headquarter, right? Headquarter is New Delhi. So when was launched in the year 1929. It is also under the name Imperial Council of Agriculture Research. The old name is called Imperial Council of, right? What are the main functioning of this 𝗖𝗍𝗧? The main function is research and development in the field of agriculture. Research and development function, main function. Research and development of agriculture crops, right? Second one, to maintain the agriculture studies or agriculture universities. It is apex body, all agriculture university state related. This is a major function of the 𝗖𝗍𝗧, Indian Council of Agriculture Research, located New Delhi. It is also called as Imperial Council of Agriculture Research. The main function is research and development in agriculture crops and study of the agriculture related. This is the major function of the 𝗖𝗍𝗧. Food crops. First one is paddy. First one is paddy, right? Paddy. So here paddy is a major food crop in India. More than 50%, right, consuming food crop in India basically, right? Paddy, the cultivation of paddy is called hoe cultivation. The cultivation of paddy is called hoe cultivation. Hoe cultivation, right? Hoe cultivation. In the paddy cultivation, what are the favorable climatic conditions? First of all, rainfall. The rainfall between 150 centimeters to 200 centimeters rainfall. Compulsory, the paddy growing field, especially rainfall is 150 to 200 centimeters. Next, second one, temperature. The average temperature 24 degrees centigrade. The average temperature is 24 degrees centigrade. Especially that temperature grown only paddy, even rainfall 150 to 200 centimeters. What are suitable soil for paddy? Soil in Telangana state, especially soil is alluvial soil. So here paddy related, where a distribution of in the Telangana state crop grown, especially districts like నిజామాబాద్, నల్గొండ, సూర్యాపేట, వరంగల్, etc. వరంగల్, etc. In the countrywide, the production of the paddy state is West Bengal. State is West Bengal. So, it is a paddy cultivation, especially Telangana state. Another related research institute related paddy one is called as Central Rice Research Institute. CRRI means Central Rice Research Institute. Central Rice Research Institute located Cuttack in the state of Odisha. All variety of the paddy seeds research and development in India. So, that is about the paddy cultivation in Telangana state. We discuss next topic next session. Okay, thank you.